Hi, I'm Greg from Unleashed Software, and today I'll give you a brief rundown of how Unleashed works with Xero. Obviously, Xero is an excellent accounting system, but naturally its inventory features are limited, and many users find they need a dedicated inventory system like Unleashed that integrates with it. Today, I want to focus on exactly how Unleashed and Xero work together to create an integrated inventory and accounting platform. If you'd like to get into the specifics of how Unleashed works, we have some excellent demos you can watch, or you can simply start a free trial of the software yourself, which I encourage you to do as there's no financial commitment or credit card details needed or anything like that. For now though, let's have a look at how easy it is to connect Xero and Unleashed to create the ideal Xero inventory management platform. So I'm in Unleashed now, just in a web browser, and I'll navigate across to Integrations and click on Xero. We've actually been integrated with Xero for over 15 years and improved and refined that connection over time. So as you'll see, it's a very user-friendly experience. To get started, we just have to click on the little green Install App icon and a pop-up will appear asking me to log in with my Xero credentials. A few really helpful things will then happen. If I'm new to Unleashed, I can import all my existing Xero customer records, supplier records, and things like tax rates, which saves me a lot of time setting up Unleashed. Those records will stay in sync, and that perfect match between the two systems is really important. It lets them operate like a single unit, with, for example, invoices sent from Unleashed, mapping to the general ledger in Xero. Now, once those have imported, the next step is to link to the appropriate general ledger accounts that I've already created in Xero. Obviously, I'm already set up, but connecting them is as simple as selecting the accounts here. What I want is to set a sales account, also known as a revenue account in Xero. I want to nominate a cost of goods sold account, also known as a direct cost account in Xero, and also a stock on hand account, also known as a current asset account in Xero. And that's going to allow the two systems to work beautifully together, with activity in Unleashed mapping to the correct places in Xero. Fundamentally, that gives us the ability to, for example, buy goods through Unleashed by raising a purchase order there, which will generate a PO in Xero, and increase that nominated stock on hand account here. Then on the other side, when we sell products, we'll create an invoice in Unleashed, which generates an invoice over in Xero and increases this revenue account. Likewise, when we ship our goods, it will decrease the stock on hand account and increase our cost of goods sold. We can also run stock takes with Unleashed or make stock adjustments and have any discrepancies updated and journaled in Xero. And the nice thing is, all of this is going to happen automatically. I can run my business in Unleashed and be confident that all the financial record keeping and transactions are kept tidy over in Xero. Now, that's the simple version. We've designed Unleashed to enable the easiest possible inventory accounting setup in Xero. But of course, we all know accounting can get quite nuanced quite quickly, so it's designed to be as flexible as you need. For example, if you like to get detailed with your financial reporting, you could map different products or customers to different accounts. So if you wanted to use Xero to track your wholesale versus retail performance, or report on different brands or product types, we can automate that too. In a similar vein, if you use Xero tracking categories, you can link up with them to enhance your P&L reporting. You also have nuanced control of how things like shipping or labour costs during assembly are handled. It means you can get a really realistic and more useful view of margins in your business with landed costs in Unleashed, while also separating out the accounts where those costs are recorded in Xero for accurate reporting on the accounting side. Again, it's all about flexibility, accuracy, and automation. Taxes and duties are another key part of the Xero Unleashed integration. When you set it up, you'll need to assign some basic tax rates for purchases and sales, and you can make those as simple or as detailed as your business needs. For example, with different tax rates for the different countries where you do business, or to handle the nuances of anything from container return scheme charges, bonded warehouse management, or even complex wine equalization taxes. Finally, I should show you our Xero reconciliation tool. It's good practice to review each month what's passed between your inventory system and accounting platform, and this tool makes it really easy. All I need to do is choose a time frame, and Unleashed will identify anything that looks like a mismatch between the systems. If maybe my internet dropped out as the platforms were syncing and records didn't pass over, if that happens, I can just click this Reconcile button to check for any inconsistencies, and that way I can check out any variances to make sure I understand what's going on. So that's Xero inventory management with Unleashed. It's a very robust and efficient way to manage your inventory and accounting. If you already have Xero, you can use the links here to spin up a private Unleashed test account for free that you can connect to Xero and have a play with, and check if it's the right solution for you. If you don't have Xero, you can always start a free demo with them as well and connect the two. Or if you just have questions, you're always welcome to use the links here to connect with our Unleashed staff around the globe and talk one-on-one.